You're looking for your keys, and without thinking, you say it out loud. Where did I put you? Or maybe you're halfway out the door and suddenly stop. Wait, did I lock it? I definitely locked it, right? Now you're standing there, checking the same doorknob for the third time, while your neighbor walks by, and you pretend this is completely normal. Nobody's home. Nobody's listening. You do it anyway. So are you a little unhinged? Or is something more interesting going on inside your brain? Start with where this habit actually comes from. Psychologist Lev Vygotsky spent years studying young children and noticed something odd. Kids narrate everything out loud, stacking blocks, getting dressed, putting a puzzle together. He argued this wasn't random noise, it was thinking in progress, spoken before a child could fully do it silently. Vygotsky called it private speech, a tool for organizing your own mind, not just talking to other people. Most kids eventually take that voice inside. It never really disappears. It just gets quieter, until it resurfaces every time you walk into a room and forget why. You stand there. The room looks back at you. Nothing. You walk out and immediately remember. The charger. Your brain waited until you left the room to mention it. Thanks, brain. Here's where it gets useful instead of just embarrassing. Psychologist Gary Lupien ran a study where people searched for items, sometimes silently, sometimes saying the item's name out loud. The people who spoke the word found it faster. Saying banana out loud actually sharpened visual attention toward yellow, curved shapes in a way silent searching didn't. Your voice wasn't just describing the search, it was guiding it. That's the same mechanism behind muttering keys, phone, wallet on your way out the door, or reading instructions aloud instead of skimming them. Hearing your own voice reinforces what you're trying to do. Athletes do it before a hard shot. You've got this. Parents do it assembling furniture. This screw goes here. Why are there 3 extra pieces? There are always 3 extra pieces. But not all self-talk works the same way. Some of it isn't organizing anything. It's spiraling. You've replayed an old conversation and delivered the perfect comeback, 3 years too late, to nobody. You've rehearsed tomorrow's conversation so thoroughly that when it actually happens, it goes nothing like the version in your head. One unanswered text becomes, "They hate you," when really their phone was just charging. Your brain isn't being logical there. It's trying to protect you, occasionally by writing a horror movie out of a delayed reply. Psychologist Ethan Kross studies this looping, anxious voice, what he calls chatter. His research found something counterintuitive. Simply switching how you talk to yourself changes how much it helps or hurts. People who use their own name, or you, instead of I, while working through stress, tend to think more clearly and feel calmer than people stuck narrating in first person. Why did I do that? Keeps you tangled in the panic. Why did you do that creates just enough distance to actually think. Same brain, same problem, different grammar. So self-talk isn't one thing, it's at least 2. There's the practical kind, sharpening your attention on the keys, the banana, the next step in a task. And there's the emotional kind, the inner narrator that can either spiral with you or talk you down, depending entirely on how you phrase it, and whether it sounds like a critic or a decent friend. Here's the reassuring part. Talking to yourself, even out loud, even in public, isn't a symptom of something wrong. Research consistently finds it's more common in people managing complex tasks well than people struggling to function. The habit never really started as a glitch. It started as thinking made audible, and most of us just turned the volume down and kept it. You're looking for your keys, and you say it out loud without meaning to. Where did I put you? And somewhere underneath that small, slightly embarrassing habit is a piece of machinery so useful, your brain never bothered switching it off.